Don Williams again for the Institute of Sports and Spines. Today we're going to demonstrate some leg strengthening exercises. These exercises are commonly used when we're looking at post-op rehab for knees and hips, and generally for people who want to strengthen up their knees and hips for back pain, hip pain, knee pain, etc. In our environment we normally use a cable machine. Obviously we have different sorts of straps or braces that we can put around people's ankles and feet. Most people aren't fortunate enough to have one of these machines at home, so we'll often use different types of TheraBand or TheraTube to do the exercises. Now, as many people would know, the different colours in TheraBand will denote the different resistance or weight of the band itself. So today we've got it wrapped around the post of our cable machine. We've got a red and a blue strap on here, and we're just going to demonstrate with a red strap. So essentially at home you can anchor this around a post. Some furniture, tables and things might be strong enough. If you don't have anything that's suitable, you can buy anchors like these, and you basically close them in a door, hook the TheraBand around the end, and that will act as a support anchor or point. So the exercise is simply standing on a support like this will give you more elevation, so your foot's not going to strike the ground. In the early stages it's good to use something to support you, a bar, a post or something. Keeping the leg straight, just dragging the leg through. It's important when you go backwards to make sure that you don't flex the body. When you go forward, that you're not hyperextending the low back. So it's just like this. That's forward direction. We also want to do it pulling backwards, so just rotating the body. Then interestingly, if we're trying to work the right leg, if we do the same exercises with the left leg, we use the right leg in a stabilising or support pattern. So we actually get a good workout still on the opposite leg that's got the tube on it. So we actually always want to do both. The other things to consider when you're doing this exercise, you can get good activation of VMO, which is the muscle on the inside of the quad here, by locking the knee out straight and pulling the toes up hard. This tends to activate VMO a little more strongly. The other thing to think about in the early stages of knee post-op rehab for arthroscopies, ACL replacements, knee replacements, etc., or ACL grafts, you can start with the band above the knee, so in this plane. That way the knee is isolated from the equation, and you can still work the muscles in the hip flexor region and the quad region, and obviously in the glutes when you're pulling in the other direction. Some people will find it more comfortable to have the knee bent when they're in the early stages. Some people still are quite comfortable for the knee to be straight. Now, we're using tube today. Often if you use TheraBand, which is the wider stuff, looks like this, you'll find that it won't run up and down the legs quite as much, and it's probably slightly more comfortable. Either way, they generally, the colour of blue in a tube and a blue in a band will actually be the same resistance anyway. So it's not that important other than for a comfort point of view. That concludes our demonstration of leg strengthening exercises for today.